Yesterday I made a video about this Sperling guy who was going around saying who was supposed to be black and who was let me define his picture quick, man. Yeah, this guy. So he said he's an attorney. Man, turn around real quick. Does this guy look like an black man to you? And this guy is saying Obama is not black. So the colonizer is thinking he has a place in African of American society to come and say anything. Nigga, you are the enemy. Let's bring it here real quick if I have it here. Let's see the difference between me and this guy, his ancestors real quick. This nigga has no African ancestors, yeah? This is a European colonizer. See here, plantation Negro, bush Negro, Ohkano, and DU. When they say they are Jew, they can never be Jew because the Caucasian is their father. So all that Israelite stuff is also a scam. Going around with Bibles lying on God's name. So I know their God is not my God. This guy's God is not my God. His ancestor is never my ancestor and never was and will never be. If you've seen, so what you're seeing over there is to show you clearly that I am the one African American of South America and the Americas. It's not these Negroes. Does this is a let's ask this question again like yesterday. Is a black man somebody with 1 to 30% colonizer Caucasian blood? No. So this nigga is not black. Black Americans are not black. Is an African somebody with 1 to 30% colonizer Caucasian blood? No. So these niggas, black Americans, are not African. It's simple as that. They are children of the colonizer and something else than that they will never be. That is what they have been for the last 500 years, working for their father on the plantation. Black armies, black hunters, hunting Africans and Native Americans in South America and the Americas over there. That's this guy. Nigga, you are a racist. You have no right to speak on any black man or any African on this planet. You're not African, nigga. You are the colonizer. Stupid. You are a cursed people. You are the cursed people who killed the slaves in America. Shameless nigga. Let me show you what this nigga went and did over there. Here, this nigga did that. His name is, yeah, Dennis Sperling. What did he write there? Nasty tether culture exposed. Paternity fraud in Ghana, Jamaica, Uganda, and Nigeria. Why are you speaking on Africans, nigga, and Jamaicans, Caribbean? You're not our race. You are the racist colonizer child, man. These are the children of the colonizer who are going around making maroon movie. Even this Claude Anderson, he looks like just like this guy. Does this guy on this picture look like this other human beings? Does he look like my race? Or is that a plantation GMO Negro? Nigga, turn around. Are you attorney? You said you are turn around and go to your race, the colonizer, and the slave of America is your father. Yeah, because maybe you didn't know in Sperling, the Caucasian in America is the slave of Europe, the prisoners of Europe. Those are the guys they sent over there. That's why you see your daddy, whom you was displaying yesterday, being happy and about Donald being called slave, this Jamaican guy. Well, he is a slave of Ireland, and this guy came there in 1885 or so, Donald Trump. This and other guy, and Mark Rubio, his ancestors came there in 1995 in America. Nigga, I was in America before all your ancestors, even the colonizer. I was there before your colonizer. My first treaty was in 1620, and if the first treaty is in 1620, you must calculate that the war was already 300 years fighting over there, and from the coast of West Africa to South America and North America. Are you stupid? This Negro, listen, let me tell you, you are a slave. I'm an autonomous people. Let me show you again, because I know you're too stupid. You are a slave of North America, and you have no understanding that I'm above you and your whole race. Let me show you here. Let me show you this quick. You see here? Autonomous people. You see that? Autonomous people of the 17th century. 1620 is 17th century. You dumbo. Yeah, go back to your own race. Don't speak on Jamaicans or Africans. You're not our race. You stupid, you are a racist just like your ancestors who are selling slaves in the Americas. You have to pay reparations to Africans and Caribbeans for killing their race with your Black Hunter and 5 civilized tribes. These niggas are living on bloody lands that they stolen from the African American and think that they have anything about God in them. Get the fuck on. These niggas have no God. They living on bloody land that they have stolen with his Caucasian ancestor, and he thought he was gonna make money off the back of Africans and Caribbean people over there. You ain't getting shit. You are the one who will pay because you are cursed. You and your children, just like your ancestors were cursed. You Sperling. That's the same way you are cursed. Don't you see that you have to come on internet and beg for Cash App just like Umar Johnson? Just saying. This nigga says he's a lawyer, but he's begging for money on internet. You got to go there and be to the Caucasian. You might be black. Where we come from, you can never be. And you never was, nigga. That's what I'm saying. Let's see the father of this nigga real quick. Here, Tucker Carlson.
This guy made so much
this
sense
is one of them.
that I want to cry a little bit.
So these are the Negroes who are going around saying Kamala Harris and Barack Obama are not black. But check these niggas who are saying these things. These niggas are themselves just like Obama with 20 to 30% colonizer blood. Nigga, your father, you said the Caucasian is the devil, the white man is the devil, he is your father, so you are the devil. And that's what you displaying. What are black Americans doing? Coming and internet stealing people's identity just like the colonizers stole the identity of everyone around the globe. That's what their children doing. This nigga Sperling, he thought he would get money off the back of Africans, and while he is a white man. Not even white man, a Caucasian, because white means wise wisdom to is a status. You hear that? And you broken attorney. Yeah, you're not our race. Get the fuck out. If you want, you can go to the United Nations. They will tell you that you are not my race. Yeah, you are a plantation Negro, the enemy of Africans on the planet from beginning of time. Nigga? You stupid. Just imagine that the Crips is writing and speaking on the Bloods, or the Bloods is writing and speaking on the Crips. That's these niggas. If these niggas are Russia, I am Ukraine. If they are Ukraine, I am Russia. That's the black American for you, nigga. Let's hear this other one. This nigga here will tell you this was also a police. I told you they are all police. This other one is a lawyer, police, snipers. They are all from the army of the United States making videos on internet like they here speaking on behalf of Caribbean, African, and continental Africans. Check how this guy look, man. Obama looks like a normal Negro to me. Noah, even this mixed guy Noah from South Africa, he looks like a red African, a red Negro. Just like those Bushman from over there. This nigga looks like the Caucasian. If this nigga said he was a German guy, everybody would believe it. This nigga look like 99% Caucasian blood, and you out here speaking. You Sperling. Nigga, spur the fuck away, man. This nigga, go to the Caucasian and look if they wanna see you. These are the reject of the white community, white trash. That's this nigga Sperling. This white trash thought he could have a place with Africans and with Caribbean Africans over there. Nigga, go to your own race. You're not our race. You ain't get no money, nothing. What you will get is your chain back on your neck from the colonizer who busted your grandfather and your grandmama ass open that you now look like this. Nigga, that's the real talk. Go ask your cursed ancestors. Let's see.
Obama's black. And like that actually is a bit. No, it is. Like,
is he black? What does that mean exactly? His mom is, his father is.
Whatever your definition is, let me tell you something. Whatever your definition.
I've been saying.
You see what I was saying? So these dumb Americans think they are the black people on the planet. This Caucasian colonizer whom they have designated to be the devil said that anybody with one drop of African blood is an African. Nigga, that's the colonizer business. The colonizer did all this to you. Go over there. That is in their world. I'm autonomous. Are you stupid? Don't you see that same-sex marriage is forbidden in Africa and you guys allowed it there in America and the United States? We are not the same race of people. This guy is the child of the colonizer coming out begging for money on back of Africans while you are the fucking Caucasian. They spurl away, just like I said. Nigga, and I will show you another part. I think I've got that one where they saying that Kamala Harris is not black. This nigga is black, but Obama is not black. Do you see this nigga here? This nigga got no spine of an African ancestry in him. This nigga looks like a pure Caucasian, man. Get the fuck on, you scammer. Just like your ancestor, you are the devil.
This for
Nigga?
years. My children are not black. My children are biracial. White supremacists. This guy made so much sense that I want to cry a little bit. Just a little bit.
Obama's black. And like that actually is a bit, no, it is. Like,
Is he black? What does that mean exactly? His mom is, his father is. We
whatever
still
your
operate under the
definition is,
one-drop rule
let me
and the
tell you
brown paper
something.
bag
Whatever
test.
your definition.
I've been saying this for years. My children are not black. My children are biracial. White supremacists.
You hear that, Sperling? Let this officer, Tatum, police officer of the United States, tell you closely. You hear that? You are biracial. Nobody knows your origin. You are a Negro. You have no father. You have no mama. You have no history. You have no culture. You have no God. Nigga, you are a slave. That's why you're out here begging for an instant slave money you're begging for out here. Nigga, get the fuck on, man. I'm autonomous. I defeated your ancestors, if you didn't know. Yeah, I was in the jungle for 500 years living life while destroying you and your buck-broken devilish ancestors, nigga. This nigga look more like even beyond 70% Caucasian. He's out here speaking anything. Nigga, go to the mulatto community. There is your community, yeah? You're supposed to be speaking on mulatto issues. Let Officer Tatum here tell you that he's got biracial children, mulatto children. He doesn't consider his children the same race as he is. Let's hear it again. If Obama is not black, nigga, there is no one black American on this planet if Obama and Kamala Harris are not black. You stupid. You've got 30% colonizer blood. Obama got 50%. What is the difference to me? I'm the indigenous one of the Americas, not you. Look at that on the paper. Nigga, you are a plantation GMO Negro.
This guy made so much sense that I want to cry a little bit. Just a little bit.
Obama's black. And like that actually is a bit, no, it is. Like,
Is he black? What does that mean exactly? His mom is, his father is. We
whatever
still
your
operate under the
definition is,
one-drop rule
let me
and the
tell you
brown paper
something.
bag
Whatever
test.
your definition.
I've been saying this for years. My children are not black. My children are biracial. White supremacists. And I studied the study of whiteness when I was in college, which was a weird subject now. It wasn't woke when I was in college, because they had the study of blackness and whiteness. So we studied the idea of people prioritizing whiteness and white supremacy. And white supremacists had to make sure that the white race was pure. So therefore, any race mixing in the white race had to divert to the opposite race. So they can only have pure white blood people. And you dumb Negroes are capitulating white supremacy, and you try to act like white supremacy is a big deal to you, but you're furthering the messaging and the theology of white supremacy.
Whatever your definition might want to.
Exactly, you heard that in Sperling? Your white daddy, not white because white is a status, your Caucasian enslaver daddy, whom you have designated to be the devil, he doesn't want you, man. Your daddy doesn't want you, nigga. That's the hurt part of the black Americans. You have no daddy, nigga. Hey, how is it to go through life without history and culture, man? You have no God, you don't know anything. Anything other races say out here, you just have to believe it. Nigga? Just say it.
This is why
I think he's a
when
human
most
being.
people look
He's
at
an
him,
American.
no.
We do.
You're
We
black,
don't got the
I'm
time
black,
today
Abby's
for this
black,
one.
Barack Obama's black.
Let me just say,
But that's
let me just say,
One
like,
drop
I just think
rule.
that this is interesting because, Ashley, I'm hearing you say that part of the problem was that Barack Obama constantly reminded white America that he considered himself to be black.
No.
And that was part of what they found offensive about.
No, it's a more nuanced
the majority, my father was blind, but the majority of Americans are not blind. He didn't have to open his mouth for people to be reminded that he was the first one that was different than any other president that has ever been in this country.
Every president has been different because they're all individuals. There was a moment on the campaign trail. There was a moment on the campaign trail where someone stood up and talked to then candidate Obama and said, "Hey, look, all my friends keep telling me you're black. I tell them no, you're biracial." And he lurched at the opportunity to say, "Hey, I'm perceived as black. I'm so glad I have an opportunity to talk about this. That's how I self-identify.
So you didn't think he was black?
I am an individual. I am not a black man. I don't even know what that means. I am an individual. Race is a preposterous social construct.
Do you feel like that when you get pulled
truth.
over by the police?
I do feel like that when I get pulled over by the police. You know why? Because when they talk to me, they're engaging with this vernacular. They're engaging with me in this particular way. And
that's something that many black Americans don't know. When you identify as African or even where I live in South America, when the French Saint-Marie and sees me over there, if I speak my language, they will tell me go. I don't have to show them passport, nothing. Nigga, we and you are not the same. You are a slave. Check the paper over there. I'm showing you again. Don't you see? Autonomous. Yeah? Self-sufficient. That's my race. You are a buck-brokenness here, begging for money, just like your ancestors used to do on the plantation. Yeah? House slave, piggy belly, chitlin niggas. And this nigga look like the pig his ancestors used to eat. Nigga, you can smell this nigga through even the screen of the computer, man. These niggas, yeah. Nigga, they will let you go because it has repercussion. Yeah, if they catch a Ghanaian right now, you think they will hurt that Ghanaian quick? No, because that Ghanaian, they do business with the government of the Netherlands and America. They don't want that trouble. You stupid. They have diplomats who live here in the Netherlands who you cannot touch, just like every other country. These dumb black Americans don't understand those things. They are beyond stupid. They think they're gonna compare themselves a slave from the plantation. Plantation Negroes are gonna come and compare themselves to what Africans are going through. Niggas, you don't have leverage. Yeah, you don't have minerals. You have nothing but the Caucasian, your father, nigga. Turn back to him. Let him do whatever he likes with you. Nigga, that's what I'm saying.
It's impossible to misconstrue what's going on here.
So look, they so stupid. I was a cop, bruh. And these dummies act like every cop is the same.
You hear that? This nigga is saying again he is a cop. Yeah, all of them. And he's also Donald Trump. MAGA.
Managed to do
so this guy was attacked yesterday, this Lucas. Lucas, he came out, he made a video just like a video I was making, like, hey, I told you these plantation Negroes will go to the Caucasian and tell the Caucasian to attack the Africans and the Caribbean people. Nobody wanted to believe it. Now you will see this Lucas guy said, hey, Tucker Carlson is the KKK. Why is he endorsing FBA? And they attacked him. Let's see a small part what he said to get just like Antonio Speaks did. I told you these niggas are the KKK, and many black Americans didn't know. They thought it was a joke. No, your ancestors are the fucking KKK from the plantation together with the colonizer. They did it all together, captured the slaves and sold them. Nigga, that's why they are called house Negroes, house slaves. Even if you go right now to South America and you ask somebody from the jungle, are you a Negro? They will say no. Yeah, where we come from, Negro is a derogatory term. Yeah, because you are nothing. You ain't shit. You don't have a god. You have no culture. That's why this buck-broken Negro who has no ancestors thought he could come out here and ridicule other people when you have nothing. Nigga, find a tree and hang around. That's what I'm gonna say. You hear that, Sperling? Find a tree and hang around, if you know what that means, nigga.
Mother is Jamaican, he is Panamanian, and they found it quite insulting in their words that he...
FBA is a moniker that stands for Foundational Black American. It's tantamount to ADOS, African Descendants of Slaves, or then, tantamount to Sambo Soldier.
No, nigga. Tether simply means to cling on to. Just like a slave. That's what it means. So who is the slave? Black Americans, because you're fighting for slavery money. You are the tether, and you're living off the Native Americans' land, bloody land. You are tethering of the Native Americans' land. You are tethering of the Dasikis of the Africans over there. You are tethering of the Jamaicanness of the Maroonness and the movies you thought you were making. You are tethering of the Black Panther movie that you're going around like it's your ancestors. It's not. Black Panther movie is about Africans leaving their children in America. You dumbo, you are the child of the colonizer. Nigga, you are the devil's seed. And you know it. Your scam has been exposed. Let's hear it, man.
It's hilarious to me. I'm going to explain to you why. But in this video, you have Tucker Carlson. They're talking about Byron Donalds.
And the thing of these black Americans, they think that the Caucasian mean anything. Nigga, the Caucasian means nothing where I come from. I defeated the colonizer, the Caucasian. Yeah? Read it over there on the paper I'm showing you there. That's why you have you plantation Negro. You bitch ass. Nigga? I defeated you, father boy. Yeah, you have no history. You slave. Let's hear it, man.
A coon who is foreign born. Now, in this video, it's hilarious to me. I'm gonna explain to you why. But in this video, you have Tucker Carlson. They're talking about Byron Donalds, and Fishback is like, hey, you know, it was made aware to me that Byron, you know, doesn't even have a lineage that is a descendant of slave.
Which is actually quite interesting because I got a call from the Foundational Black American Society here in Florida who reminded me that Byron's mother is Jamaican, he is Panamanian, and they found it quite insulting, in their words, that he would try to claim victimhood of slavery. Not a single descendant of American slaves in his family.
I find it hilarious that he's...
Oh, so he is a king, because there were only two people over there that were black, the slaves and the kings. So Caribbean people and continental Africans are the kings, and black Americans are the slaves, as you can clearly see in this Dennis Sperling's face and his bloodline. Yeah? Buck broken house Negro, piggy belly chitlin eating nigger. Yeah, that's the real talk. And the guy who is speaking here is a Colombian. That's how dumb these black Americans are, man. This fishback nigger is from Colombia. He came there in 1995. I think I have it somewhere even. Maybe I'll show it tomorrow, man. Because I have a whole series about this coming up. You thought you was gonna come out here and attack, and I'm gonna attack the Africans and the Caribbean Africans over there. It ain't working, nigga. Europe is your father. Never forget that. That's what these niggas forget. They think the Americans, Caucasian have brain. They are fucking slaves from Europe. Prisoners from Europe. That is Donald Trump and his ancestors. Why do you think this Caucasian from Europe doesn't want anything to do with the Caucasian in America? Because they are fucking foot soldiers, peasants. The fucking American Caucasian is a peasant, nigga. A slave. Just like you are a slave, buck-broken American. That's why America is called the slave colony, you dumbo. All y'all niggas are slaves. The only free people over there are the maroon people, Africans in the jungle, and the Native Americans in the jungle where I live. That's why we have 6 kings. We have 6 tribes in the jungle in America with 6 kings, and the Wayana, the Arawak, those are Taino, they have their own king, the Native Americans and Black Indians. All these things you think you're gonna do is at the UN, United Nations. That is where our name is registered at. Your name is registered nowhere, man, but on the slavery papers. If Donald Trump decides that black Americans, they have to go back to slavery today, you have to go. They can't come and talk to me. That's your reality as we speak. Your government, there is no Caucasian on this planet that can go to my people and tell them, man, you was in slavery, you have to go back and slave. That possibility doesn't exist. Yeah, the king of Ghana was just now in Barbados and Suriname. Are you stupid? Did he come to the black Americans in America? Exactly, no. Because those are the children of the colonizer, nigga.
Quite insulting, in their words, that he would try to claim victimhood of slavery. Not a single descendant of American slaves in his family.
I find it hilarious that he's calling me, you know, racist for saying that he's a slave, but he doesn't have any lineage of slavery, you know, in his family. So that's what this is all about. Now, Fishback also says that, hey, these people are, you know, are absolutely American, right? And Tucker Carlson's going, yes, absolutely. I love these guys. I love this Tariq Nasheed guy and everything. They're really good. They're real fun.
I like those foundational guys.
They're so good.
Tariq Nasheed and all. I mean, I don't agree with everything, but like they've got a perspective. If your family's been here 400 years and the descendants of a lot of American slaves, or families have been here 400 years, I don't know. I think that gives... I'll listen to you. Like you've
100%.
got, you know, you've got a point of view that is legitimate, I think.
Yeah. And they're unequivocally heritage Americans.
That's for sure.
100%.
I mean, they're definitely heritage Americans, if anyone is.
I don't know what to say, but let me just be clear. This is not the flex that many people are making it to be. And I think this is emblematic of why we can't have nice things, all right? This is why we can't have nice things. Because people are following an FBI agent who is primary focus is to cause division. The individual, the FBI agent, according to court documents, I'm not saying it, but according to court documents, this alleged FBI agent has already told people, don't expect reparations, don't expect any tangibles, don't expect anything from this moniker of FBA.
And that was the beginning of the scam. Tariq Nasheed came out acting like they were here to come and fix reparations. But you're not an African. So from what would you get reparation? Because black American children of colonizers cannot get the reparation. Because you committed the crimes. Maybe you don't know black Americans. All those Africans who died in America, you killed them. That's why you are cursed. Your daddy is the colonizer, nigger, and you are the black hunter, zwarte jager, Zwartejager. And translate to English, you will see black hunter. Bounty is your name on Curaçao, and bounty hunter is your name in the United States in the slave days. That's your ancestors. Nigger? Let's check this next video here. So
they say white replacement theory.
You're right.
How honest do you want to be? It's black.
So this is the real. Do you know where all these things come from? From the white replacement theory. Not long time ago, like 5 or 6 years ago, this same guy who was endorsing the FBA with this Sperling and this Donald Trump, they have a theory that everybody is trying to replace so-called Caucasian people in the world. That's why they're using their children like Sperling and these guys, just like the plantation days, to go out and wipe out other Africans so-called. That's why they would have these guys on the plantation, have babies with them, and have them come to you and to mingle like they are part of your race. That's what they're doing, just like back in the days. That's why you saw there bush Negroes, Maroons, and you have city Negroes, plantation Negroes, treacherous people, traitors, children of the colonizer, cursed people. That's what we know. Nigga?
I mean, I'm from California. Look this up. In 1990, Los Angeles was 10% black. It's now 7% black. Mm-hmm. Okay? The city of San Francisco always had a thriving black community. It's gone. Compton in LA was the largest black community west of the Mississippi. It's now Spanish speaking.
You see who is advising FBA black Americans? The KKK. Yeah? I told you, American Colonization Society. It was the same group with black Americans and the KKK. That's the real talk. Go and look it up. These people think it's just a joke. No, it is not a joke. That's why they are making all the Africans and Maroon movie, for it to seem like they are Maroon and they are Africans of America. They are not. It's a scam. Yeah, a global scam. That's why you have this Umar Johnson going around like, yeah, I'm the nigga, not where my race come from. Totally not. Don't even try it or think it, nigga. What you're doing is for your mainstream Negro media, children of the colonizer, Umar Johnson. I'm just saying it so that you know what I want. Don't bring your foolery to my race. Yeah, go take care of your daughter that is walking around on the street looking for a place to sleep. Nigga? That's the real talk.
So this is almost embarrassing from the perspective of black history, black studies, black politics, and certainly a black radical tradition, or just any kind of thoughtful, considerate, honest, accurate.
So, and you see the problem right here. You see, this black guy, this mulatto, is even more white than Sperling. But he's fighting against this KKK stuff. Like, yo, niggas, what are you doing? Isn't this Tucker Carlson, the KKK, who was burning crosses on the lawns of so-called black Americans through history, Jim Crow? He is the advisor of black Americans as we speak. Yeah, this is what happened 500 years ago. All these things, people sold black Americans into slavery and is a lie. They were in the army doing it. In America, they are the one who was coming into the jungle, capturing Native Americans and Africans and selling them to the Caucasian, their father from the plantation. Nigga,
assessment of history and
They say white replacement theory.
Right.
How honest do you want to be? It's black replacement. I mean, I'm from California. Look this up. In 1990, Los Angeles was 10% black. It's now 7% black. Okay? The city of San Francisco always had a thriving black community. It's gone. Compton in LA was the largest black community west of the Mississippi. It's now Spanish speaking. So
this is almost embarrassing from the perspective of black history, black studies, black politics, and certainly a black radical tradition, or just any kind of thoughtful, considerate, honest, accurate assessment of history but just quickly, Tucker Carlson, the white nationalist, conservative, Christian nationalist, backwards reactionary, Fox News, warmongering, imperialist spokesperson, propagandist, is now educating or is attempting to educate foundational black Americans on the history of black people in California while...
What did I tell you? The Caucasian told the black Americans that Africans sold them into slavery. The same guys of whom they said is the devil. These black American will tell you the Caucasian, the European is the devil, but it's their father. And they were working for their fathers in the army. And that's the same one. Who did they turn to? To their father. Attack the Africans and the Jamaicans. They taking all the women, man. These Jamaicans, they are taking our men, our women. Attack them. And what did Tucker Carlson do? Called Tariq Nasheed, gave him the money to spread it and to finance it on internet. Yeah, to buy bot views and all those things to pump it out there for the world to know that black Americans are the racist, white supremacist KKK of this world, of this planet, and we will never forget it, just like I'm stating it right now from 500 years ago, that these are the people who sold the people into slavery. Yeah, black Americans, city Negro, plantation Negro, the same one who are begging for money out here. Nigga, read it there on the paper. Thought it was a joke? No, that's the real talk. Nigga.
Happily ignoring all of that his community did to create that. Why were black people in California in the first place? Many of them looking to escape the ravages of...
And I'm going to show you a couple of videos, or maybe even one, of Tucker Carlson when he was propagating this a white replacement theory, and then he went to Tariq Nasheed and they came up with a black replacement theory, that if too many black people are coming to the United States, that they are replacing the so-called black Americans. Well, if you're too weak, die. Yeah, the strongest survive. There's the place we come from. If you can't save yourself, nigga, go away. Who cares about a black American then to come on television and do the man 10 dance? Nigga, like I told you, your hip-hop is sampled music from pop music from the Caucasian and stolen from DJ Kool Herc from Jamaica. You have nothing. Your American as apple pie is apple tart, is from the Dutch people here in the Netherlands. Yeah, you dumbo of this planet. That's the American.
of white supremacy and settler colonial violence in the South.
They say white replacement theory.
Right.
How honest do you want to be? It's black replacement. I mean, I'm from California. Look this up. In 1990, Los Angeles was 10% black. It's now 7% black. Okay? The city of San Francisco always had a thriving black community. It's gone. Compton in LA was the largest black community west of the Mississippi. It's now Spanish speaking. So
this is almost embarrassing from the perspective of black history, black studies, black politics, and certainly a black radical tradition, or just any kind of thoughtful, considerate, honest, accurate assessment of history but just quickly, Tucker Carlson, the white nationalist, conservative, Christian nationalist, backwards reactionary, Fox News, warmongering, imperialist spokesperson, propagandist, is now educating or is attempting to educate foundational black Americans on the history of black people in California while happily ignoring all of that his community did to create that. Why were black people in California in the first place? Many of them looking to escape the ravages of white supremacy and settler colonial violence.
Exactly. Go back to before Tariq Nasheed started all these things 7 years ago. He was making video against white supremacy, and then he turned into the white supremacist so-called he was so-called fighting against. Now he's together with them fighting against Africans and Caribbean Africans over there. You see these devils? Yeah, they were not fighting for anything. They was just looking for a payday, just like their ancestors was doing in the army of the colonizer. That's why they are called freedmen with a D and the end. They could go into the jungle, kill Africans or Native Americans, and get their freedom. That's why they were called plantation Negro. Not even when my people speak from the jungle, they don't say plantation Negro. They just say Negro, because we are not Negro. We have ethnicity. I am Ohkano. Yeah, from beginning of time. You have no fucking history, and this same no history having broken Negroes and slaves from the slave colony from Europe to America like Donald Trump, who came there yesterday, think they gonna do anything on this planet that was not yet done. No, nigga, you going down like every other so-called bully who thought they was gonna do anything on this planet. You will feel it. If Obama is not black, Kamala Harris is not black, there is no black Americans on this planet because they all have the same DNA. 50% Caucasian, 30% Caucasian, 20% Caucasian, even if you're 10% Caucasian. Is an African somebody with 10% Caucasian blood? No, so you're not African. Is a black man somebody with 10% Caucasian blood? No, so you're not black.
In the
Just saying, nigga.
South. And what did they meet when they went out to LA? White supremacist settler colonial violence that necessitated their cohesion and self-defense. Never mind all the policies that would have led to the Latino immigration into what was formerly Mexico. Or how the movement, or as he's trying to say here, replacement of black communities has nothing to do with Latino immigration and has everything to do with white supremacy.
You see where it came from? When Tariq Nasheed is speaking, this is all Nick Fuentes' group, and Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes, and Ben Shapiro used to be part of. They used to be with the whole group of them, doing all this fuckery on internet, and those are the same people who are paying now for black Americans to attack immigrants. Yeah. So when you see a movie where they are burning crosses on the lawn of black Americans, just laugh about it. If you hear anything about George Floyd kind of action from the police in America, laugh about it. I will show you maybe a video coming up of Tucker Carlson where he's laughing and cussing out George Floyd. These same black Americans, bug brokenness, and these bug broken jackoffs think anybody on this planet is taking them seriously. Nigga, turn back to your slave master, your daddy, and stay there. If anybody, any African or Caribbean wants to deal with Europe or America, United States, they will talk to the Caucasian, because the Caucasian is your father and your slave master, nigga, of whom you have the DNA in your vein. Let's hear it, man.
Capital and settler colonial removal, gentrification. Never mind. Are we then supposed to turn into a utopian fantasy, the conditions of these black communities that had been established? And then we're supposed to say that these mostly poor migrating communities are the reason for this is just, but this is a mess.
The truth is that
Oh, nigga, it's not a mess, it's being the devil. The Bible you are reading over, you are cursed. Only a cursed people will come out and do these things, nigga. You are out here BLM demonstrating on the streets that the Caucasian was killing your people off, and now you assisting the Caucasian to do so with other races of people of whom you trying to get money. Were black Americans enslaved or were Africans enslaved? Thought so. If you're not African, you was never in slavery. Nigga, you are the child of the Caucasian. Get the fuck away from us. Just saying, man.
these waves of immigration really affect not, I said they affect all poor people. That was a little disingenuous. They don't affect you that much if you live in rural Maine. They affect you a ton if you live in Compton. And this idea...
So, again, this is also incorrect. I don't know the specifics exactly of rural Maine, but the idea that anyone is unaffected by ripples in labor and in almost anywhere in the world is also absurd. This is why
Yeah, but what is supposed to this is so civilized, and this then a Sperling, you are so civilized. Give the land back to those who of whom you said it's their land. You said the land was of the Native American, right? Give it back since you are civilized. You now have come to the realization that, oh, it was all atrocities of all the things your ancestors have committed. But still you say you are the heritage people of America. If you are the heritage generation, you have inherited all those atrocities of your ancestors. Or is it only the part of stealing the land and keeping it? Speaking about the devil, and these niggas there in America think there is a god there with your Caucasian or with your black Americans. Nigga, America is a fucking cesspool of devil and evilness living on bloody ground. If you dig a hole in America, you will find 10 generations of bones of those who are being killed over there for people so called as this Dennis Sperling to buy a loaf of bread. That's the state these niggas are, man. Devilness,
Why
just like their
Huey Newton said
ancestors.
so long ago, we are in a reactionary intercommunal relationship with the world. What happens with the labor force in Black America impacts people in Europe, vice versa, continent of Africa, vice versa. So this idea that it doesn't impact poor white folks or rural white folks in Maine is
Nigga, stop beating about around the bush. They hate immigrants. Yeah, black Americans and Americans are racist. That's their history. Plantation history is racism. Killing anybody that doesn't look like you. That's y'all niggas history. That's why I said stay away from my race cause you are not my race. That's how simple it is. The Caucasian created all this. Go to your father, the Caucasian, nigga. Yeah, to us over here, you are Obama and Kamala Harris. If Kamala Harris and Obama are not black, black Americans so-called are not black. Yeah, I'm indigenous of America, African, and I say so, nigga. You ain't shit to my race. Yeah, you are something else. We don't acknowledge your being. You will get no money for what happened to Africans ever. You stupid. The child of the colonizer is gonna come and look for money for what happened to Africans. Are you African? No. Are you black? No. You are a mix, you are a quatron. Yeah, you have half bloods, and you have if you have 25 to 30% blood of Caucasian, you are called quatron. Yeah, you even have octron, that is a 8. Yeah, go and look it up, you dumbo. And these niggas, most of them know these things, but they thought that continental Africans and Caribbeans don't know, so they gonna scam them just like their ancestors did. No, I defeated your ancestors, and that's what I'm doing again. Nigga, put you on your place as a slave. Just saying, nigga.
absurd. But of course, he's trying to sow division between black and brown folks with this idea that white people are the salvation for either of those communities or even themselves. It's
only white liberals, being totally blunt, is the group that I'm maddest at. Believe that like everyone who's not white is exactly the same. Like that's insane. I lived in D.C. We had a huge influx of Ethiopians and Eritreans. Now,
So, did you hear the input there? He told them that everybody who's not white is the same, and this Tucker Carlson said no, they should change that. That's why he's going around now advocating for Muslims to get help. And this Tucker Carlson is the one who got the Muslims now being attacked in America. The same guy who did it is the now the one coming out advocating like he's helping those people. And this Dumbo, they are so happy. Tucker Carlson likes us, man. Did you see the FBA? They are like children getting candy, man. And those are the people who think they are my race or they gonna represent anything concerning my race. You stupid. You better run back to your ancestors, boy. Your back brokenness. You stupid. How can a back broken American come and compare themselves to me? You stupid, you slave. Kakabe kaka app. Don't you see over there that I'm autonomous? You Dumbo Sperling. You're not allowed to speak to me directly, you stupid. Go and get your master. Maybe if I want, I will talk to them. If I don't like to, I don't. They are not allowed 10 hours from where I live. You hear that, Sperling? You and your ancestors are not allowed to come where I live. You have to stay 10 hours away from where I live. You and your colonizer daddy. You stupid. Go in South America and go and see it if it's a joke. Check the movie, the video of Wodemaya. Go to Wodemaya video, you will see it right there. When he's going to one of the village where it states no whites allowed. That no whites allowed is no Negro allowed where I live. You stupid.
I always
Get the fuck away from
like
us,
them.
nigga.
They're very, I don't know if you've ever met any, but they're very impressive people, super hardworking. A lot of them are serious Christians, which is important to me.
Of course, it's important to you, and I'm sure you were deeply engaged with that population while you were in D.C.
I'ma skip to the video to where he speaks on George Floyd. Yeah,
If I achieve just one
we
thing
will
in
see it. These are the same people who FBA. Just remember, this George Floyd crew are now supporting this same guy. That's how cowardice Black Americans are, man. And these faggots think they can be they can get the fuck on, man. This same Tucker Carlson went around cussing out Black Americans, breaking their backs, calling police on them, and now they support him. So we must think about BLM being a scam also. Because the money of BLM, 5 million or 2 million or whatever, is stolen.
life,
Just saying.
what should it be? Now, it tells you a lot about modern America that that's even a question. No person, certainly no man, in the previous, say, 15,000 years would have asked, what should I achieve in life? There's really only one objective in life, and that's reproduction.
The only goal is reproduction. Okay, standard conservative stuff there. Take a look at the direction he then pivots in.
Next time you read about someone who's got like 27 arrests, and he's been arrested for some horrible crime, and he's a complete ne'er-do-well, if not menace to society. George Floyd, for example. Find out how many kids that person has. So you're reading the paper or some website and you're judging this guy. He's never had a job. He's got 27 drug arrests and he finally shot someone. Damn those Soros prosecutors. And I agree with you 100%. But push a little more deeply into his background and I'd be willing to bet my late model car that he's got more kids than you. So who's really ahead? You or George Floyd? You or the guy with 27 drug arrests? The guy with 27 drug arrests, if he's got more kids than you, he wins.
This is Tucker Carlson speaking about Black Americans, George Floyd. Yeah, that is Tucker Carlson. I have more about him, I think, after this one. And this is Ann Coulter. She was also endorsing Tariq Nasheed. She is the one of those people who was saying, and Kamala Harris, and is it a foundational black? They came up with these terms for these Black Americans. They were made up by their ancestors, Ann Coulter and Donald Trump, because that is Black American ancestors. We must never forget that. You're no longer allowed to use the red, black, and green of Marcus Garvey. It's not a joke. You're not African, you're not Caribbean. You hear that, nigga? Black Americans are not allowed to use the red, black, and green flag. If you go to continental Africa, Chinese are there also. Indians are there also. It's not because we view you as African or you come to the Caribbean. No, there is Chinese in the Caribbean. There is Chinese on the African continent. We view you just like every other race, like a Japanese or a Chinese. That's how I view Black Americans. Even if you want to go to the continent, you still like a Chinese or a Japanese or any other race to me. Nigga? In my fucking race, you stupid. These broken Negroes going around like their ancestors meant anything. So now we will hear Tariq Nasheed speak on the Heritage Foundation stuff and that you heard from Tucker Carlson. Let's hear it from Tariq Nasheed, nigga.
Of Northern Western European descent. They ain't talking about the Greeks and the Italians and all these other. Trying to say they got like cultural inheritance from the founding period, the Revolutionary War, and all that, the frontier.
What did he say? From the founding period. What do you see Ann Coulter writing there? Foundational black. Let's hear it again.
Expansion, all
this
this.
Is
They're
Tariq
using
Nasheed
all these
speaking.
terms. Now, what does this thing mean? Heritage American. It's kind of vague, but what they're trying to make it seem like they have ancestral ties to early American settlers, especially the white Europeans. And they're trying to say they got like cultural inheritance from the founding period, the Revolutionary War, and all that, the frontier expansion, all this. They're using all these terms, so, but they're still being kind of vague. They're talking about traditional American values, Christian patriotism, gun ownership, all this stuff. So they're trying to say this a heritage American is somebody who's basically white, of Northern Western European descent. They ain't talking about the Greeks and the.
So, if you are a heritage American like we saw in the video yesterday and just now, Tariq Nasheed, so I guess you are a Northern European white also? And this Northern European doesn't consider a Caucasian white American as their family, they don't. Yeah, this European doesn't want to know anything about no fucking Caucasian American. They are slaves, you stupid. Those people, those places you're naming, yeah, they are Northern European slaves. That is in your blood, Tariq Nasheed. Cause these niggas in North America wanna feel pride. Hey, I have European blood. Yeah, slave Europeans. The stupid Europeans, imprisoned Europeans. That's your father. Don't you see how when and Coulter look? Yeah, like a body in the grave.
Italians and all these other people. They're talking about pretty much the Anglo Protestants. And I guess it means the people who have multiple generations of ancestors born in the Americas. And basically, it's a carbon copy of the foundational Black American movement. That's really all it is.
What did he say? A carbon copy of the foundational Black American movement. Did he say it is a movement? I thought it was a lineage. But now it is a movement. And who created it? Exactly. American Colonization Society. Then I tell you, what did he say? They are from Europe, Northern Europeans, white people. They are trying to keep America white. White is a status. I don't see white people here. I've seen only Caucasian and Anglo-Saxon and Hunebeddenbouwers, Limburgers, Frisian people. Those are the people we know here in Europe. We don't know no white people here, man. I haven't seen them. Stupid Negro. Did you hear what he said? Let's hear it again. When I was saying that these niggas are the KKK, you thought it was a joke? Black Americans are the KKK. All those lawn burning of crosses was fake. Nigga, all these things you were seeing on television that black Americans had to go and march is fake. Because they are the one working with the KKK. Let's hear it again. Where the confession comes from. Tariq Nasheed.
They ain't talking about the
Nigga.
Greeks and the Italians and all these other people that they didn't start it like either this year or late last year, called Heritage American. Have y'all heard that? And there's been a couple of articles about it. Now, what does this thing mean?
This is why they were cussing out this Jamaican guy, this Donald. Because Tariq Nasheed said black Americans, that's why you see they saying now that they are indigenous. We don't know that because we thought black people were in Brazil and the Caribbean and Haiti. That's what we thought. But clearly these smart Americans, United States citizens, they are so smart, man, but they can't point you another country on the map. That's how smart they are. They had to steal out all their technology from Germany. Let's hear it, man.
Heritage American. It's late last year, called Heritage American. Have y'all heard that? And there's been a couple of articles about it. Now, what does this thing mean? Heritage American. It's kind of vague, but what they're trying to make it seem like they have ancestral ties to early American settlers, especially the white Europe.
How can you have ancestral ties to a stolen ground? I thought America was stolen ground, nigga. How can you then the colonizer and their children Tariq Nasheed with 30% colonizer blood as he has stated, be an heritage American? From whom did you inherit all these things? And if you inherit the past of your ancestors, you have inherited all the killings they did. Hence you are cursed. Like I told you in all those videos. You see now that it makes sense, nigga? That you are cursed? It's your heritage, nigga. You did all those bloody things. You and Coulter and this and Tucker Carlson guy. KKK, MAGA Team Fuentes.
And there's been a couple of articles about it. Now, what does this thing mean? Heritage American. It's kind of vague, but what they're trying to make it seem like they have ancestral ties to early American settlers, especially the white Europeans. And they're trying to say they got like cultural inheritance from the founding period, the Revolutionary War and all the frontier expansion, all this. They're using all these terms, but they're still being kind of vague.
So now you're acknowledging that you are from the Revolutionary War? So you was a soldier in the army of the colonizer, Tariq Nasheed? Ain't that the truth, nigga? Wasn't your ancestors black American in the Revolutionary War like you just stated? Nigga? That's why they called you Plantation Negro. The one who committed the atrocities in the Americas. You killed the Africans in America and the Native Americans. You, Tariq Nasheed, the 5 civilized tribes. Black hunters, as they called in Suriname and South America. Yeah, Bounty, Curaçao. Bounty hunter, United States, North America. That's your name. The bloody one, the cursed one. Let's hear it, man.
They're talking about traditional American values, Christian patriotism, gun ownership, all this stuff. So,
won't traditional American values be Native American values? Unless you acknowledge the devil of whom you have said is the devil, the European colonizer, as the rightful owner of what they have stolen, allegedly. Maybe all those history was also a lie. Nothing of an American is trustworthy. That's what we're coming to know today, nigga.
They're trying to say this a heritage American is somebody who's basically white, of northern Western European descent. They ain't talking about the Greeks and the Italians and all these other people. They're talking about pretty much the Anglo Protestants. And I guess it means the people who have multiple generations of ancestors born in the Americas. And basically, it's a carbon copy of the foundational Black American movement. That's really.
What did he say? The KKK is a carbon copy of FBA. Rest my case, nigga. That's your leader speaking. Let's hear it again. Nigga. Hey, Tariq Nasheed, you see how fast my God works, nigga? That's the difference between the cursed one and those who have culture. Culture where we come from is called God. Let's hear it.
Of northern Western European descent. They ain't talking about the Greeks and the Italians and all these other people. They're talking about pretty much the Anglo Protestant. They're trying to make it seem like they have. The white supremacists are using this new term that they didn't start it like either this year or late last year, called Heritage American. Have y'all heard that? And there's been a couple of articles about it. Now, what does this thing mean? Heritage American. It's kind of vague, but what they're trying to make it seem like they have ancestral ties to early American settlers, especially the white Europeans. And they're trying to say they got like cultural inheritance from the founding period, the Revolutionary War and all the frontier expansion, all this. They're using all these terms, but they're still being kind of vague. They're talking about traditional American values, Christian patriotism, gun ownership, all this stuff. So they're.
I thought Christianity came from Africa. Isn't Christianity from East Africa? Didn't they say that? Oh yeah, you've stolen that also, cause you have no soul. You think soul is when you play soul music. Yeah. Just say now I understand why all your Black American expression is Caucasian expression. Yeah. You've heard it. FBA is the KKK. You hear it from Tariq Nasheed. Yeah. No longer need to go and look for
So what part
anything.
of Africa are you from? What part of South Africa?
I'm from the Northern Cape.
You see, Tariq Nasheed, these are colored people in South Africa. Let me show you. Maybe you think it's something new to United States. No, these same colored people, they have their own society in South Africa. Nigga, that's what we're saying. You coming out here, yeah, man. No, you're nothing in the scale of things, man. You don't exist.
Called?
Northern Cape.
Northern Cape?
Yes.
And that's like the countryside, right?
Yes.
For real? So what's different about y'all versus Cape Town people?
We are different colors. We are colors, yes, but ethnical only. But we are different since we are. The Cape color is mixed with Cape Malay.
For real?
Yes.
What did she say? She's mixed with Cape Malays like Mali. Mali is. Yeah, they're like Mulan. That's why you have a Mulian. In Italy, they will say Mulian. Yeah, that's why you're Maria and Moreno. All those names and Moor. This all means colored or black. Just saying. You see that, Tariq Nasheed? Maybe your color is more light than this girl over there. Nigga?
Tell us what you agreed to take that money this early in a primary, which is unprecedented. You know this. How unprecedented. Because I got a call.
And this is the replacement theory that you see over there. The thumbnail you see over there, Arifa Martin, is from 3 years ago. Tariq Nasheed has been doing this now for 7 years. They've been doing this on internet, attacking Caribbeans, Africans, and continental Africans on behalf of the white replacement theory. Nigga? Let's hear it, and I have a video behind it of this of Dr. Carlson speaking on it also. Let's hear it, man.
The Foundational Black American Society here in Florida, who reminded me that Byron's tell us what you agreed to take that money this early in a primary, which is unprecedented. You know this. How unprecedented. Because I got a call from the Foundational Black American Society here in Florida, who reminded me that Byron's mother is Jamaican. He is Panamanian, and they found it quite insulting, in their words, that he would try to claim victimhood of slavery without a single descendant of American slaves in his family.
I like those foundational guys.
They're so good.
Tariq Nasheed and all. I mean, I don't agree with everything, but like they've.
Who did he say that he likes? Tariq Nasheed and the FBA guys.
Hi, here to buy your country.
This guy made so much.
Managed to do slave, but he
Wait,
doesn't.
I have to find it, man. I was supposed to have one more about this Tucker Carlson here, man. Let's see. Let's see it here. So let's see this.
If I achieve just one thing in life, what should it be?
This is the Josh Floyd one. There is another one, man. Oh, this is Ann Coulter. Let's start watching this one also so we can know. This was also an endorsement.
Well, I write about this a little bit in my book, Mugged, about racial demagoguery, and also in Adios America about immigration. And that is, the important point he should have made is that the entire purpose of affirmative action, set-asides, civil rights laws that limit constitutional rights to freedom of contract, freedom of association, all of that was to make up for the legacy of slavery and Jim Crow. So unless these benefits are going to, roughly defined, foundational black Americans, the descendants of American slaves, you've taken away the whole purpose of this, and that is exactly what's happened.
What did she say? And this is a racist speaking, eh? This is a racist, hardcore racist of America and Coulter speaking. KKK, Fox News. Endorsing whom? Black Americans. So-called FBA, CIA, COINTELPRO of the centuries, nigga. The American colonized society has become FBA, KKK in black skin, nigga. Let's hear it.
Well, I write about this a little bit in my book, Mugged, about racial demagoguery, and also in Adios America about immigration. And that is, the important point he should have made is that the entire purpose of affirmative action, set-asides, civil rights laws that limit constitutional rights to freedom of contract, freedom of association, all of that was to make up for the legacy of slavery and Jim Crow. So unless these benefits are going to, roughly defined, foundational black Americans, the descendants of American slaves, you've taken away the whole purpose of this. And that is exactly what's happened once we got this huge load of immigrants. Now, a Thai who arrived on Wednesday will get an advantage applying to college, applying to corporations, over a heterosexual white male in particular. That's the biggest hate group. But any white American. And all of the civil rights laws have been, and affirmative action and so on, have been twisted into just anti-white hatred and open, egregious discrimination. So to make the point that...
What are black Americans fighting for? Anti-white racism. And I guess maybe the immigrants are the one who are discriminating the so-called Caucasian in America. Or is it the same black people so-called that she's speaking about, FBA? You see how stupid and devilish these people are? The same complaint that this and culture had is about FBA black Americans being racist against so-called Caucasian people in America. And what they did is they brought those black Americans in and told them, go and fight against Africans and Caribbean people, and we will acknowledge you as one of our own. And that's what these black Americans did. That's why it was said that slavery was a choice. Nigga, when these black Americans had the choice to live in the jungle like my people or be on the plantation, they chose the plantation, just like they do in today. There is nothing changed. That's why I can make my videos like this and show you that they are not my race. They never were Africans. They are the children of the colonizer Tucker Carlson and Coulter. These are their parents of the black Americans. Don't you hear how they speak? Let's hear it again.
Kamala isn't a foundational black American. I'm always pointing out to black people, hey, have you noticed Indians are getting all the good diversity jobs? What did we do to Indians? We didn't enslave them. I mean, most of these immigrants coming in, most are from 90% of legal immigrants are from the third world. And mostly we've just run around saving them from earthquakes and tornadoes and coups and starvation. You know, they owe us. We don't owe them. But to switch...
But then what do you own the Native Americans of whom you stolen the land and you still tethering off? These are all American tethers clinging onto a stolen ground of the Native American so-called. They are the tethers, nigga. Who is stealing everything? Exactly, black Americans sampling old pop music, saying it's hip-hop, stealing it from DJ Kool Herc from Jamaica, saying it, rebranding it, and saying it was theirs. When it comes from toasting. These niggas stole the American land and saying they are the inheritance, they should inherit America. But they don't want to inherit the load of atrocities their ancestors have committed. No, that part, you cannot accuse me of what my ancestors did, man. But this land, I have inherited this land. But you didn't inherit the curse of your ancestors. So these people think they can inherit everything from their ancestors, but not the curse of what their ancestors did. Living in a fantasy. Time shall tell, nigga.
From the concept, Kamala isn't a foundational black American. I'm always the whole purpose of this, and that.
So when you hear black Americans saying Obama is not black, Kamala Harris is not black, it comes from this Caucasian KKK. Nigga, and they are not black themselves, black Americans. If you have Caucasian blood, is a African somebody with Caucasian blood? No, so you are not African. Is a black man somebody with Caucasian blood? No, so you are not black. You are a mixed people of whom nobody knows the origin. Go to the colonizer, slave master, your daddy, and ask them what you are. Tariq Nasheed. Nigga.
Exactly what's happened once we got this huge load of immigrants. Now, you know, a Thai who arrived on Wednesday will get an advantage applying to college, applying to corporations over a heterosexual white male in particular. That's the biggest hate group. But any white American. And all of the civil rights laws have been, and affirmative action and so on, have been twisted into just anti-white hatred and open, egregious discrimination. So to make the point that
So if Tariq Nasheed agrees with these guys, this Heritage Foundation, they are a carbon copy, like he said, like have you listened to it? He agrees that he used to be a racist against this Caucasian when they used to say Tariq Nasheed is a racist. So Tariq Nasheed is a racist overall against Africans, against Caucasian, against Caribbean Africans, anybody that is not black Americans. These black Americans are racist against them. That's how we know black Americans globally at this point. And it will never change. Because that's how my ancestors knew them. That's why we live separate from them for 500 years. They are plantation Negro, we are maroon, bush Negro, and that's the name the Caucasian made up. My name is Ohkano. That's what we know. Yeah, I've shown you the paper on autonomous people in the jungle of the Americas. Nigga? No part of no black Americans speaking out here. All they have done is commit fraud, and more curse will become to them and their nation. They are used to it, so they are used to the condition. So it shall be nothing new to black Americans to be depraved of whatever necessary to pay for that curse, for the atrocities they and their forefathers, this Tucker Carlson and Ann Coulter, have committed. Just like they both have stated in these videos together with Tariq Nasheed that they are a carbon copy of each other. Nigga, the Minutemen I showed you yesterday, the Tea Party, that's these people, Sarah Palin. Tariq Nasheed is the new Sarah Palin, nigga. Don't you see how stupid he is, like Sarah Palin and George Bush? Even more stupid
isn't
than
a foundational
Donald Trump.
black American. I'm always pointing out to hatred and open, egregious discrimination. So to make the point that Kamala isn't a foundational black American, I'm always pointing out to black people, hey, have you noticed Indians are getting all the good diversity jobs? What did we do to Indians? We didn't enslave them. I mean, most of these immigrants coming in, most are from...
You colonized India. Maybe you forgot. You colonized Australia. Maybe you forgot. You colonized Africa. Maybe you forgot. Yara? Phew. Speaking about the devil, just like the FBA respond. Don't you see it's the same response like I said? This Sperling is responding. Check their culture. So our culture was never their culture. You see that? You thought you were exposing anything than a Sperling. What you have exposed is that you were never our race and that you are another race of people trying to steal and fraud your way into African and Caribbean African history. While you are the child of the colonizer, the committed of all crimes in history. Nigga, live with it. You devil seed. Nigga.
90% of legal immigrants are from the third world, and mostly we've just run around saving them from earthquakes and tornadoes and coups and starvation. You know, they owe us, we don't owe them. But to switch from...
Did you hear it? The committed of crime said those third world countries owe them for what they have done to their countries, and they are wiping out their ancestors. Don't you see it's the same thinking of the FBA black American? Exactly. And I already told you, going to the continent is normal to go to Africa because Chinese are going there, Hindus are going there. So, and black Americans going to Africa or Caribbean is a normal thing because we view you just like any other tourist, not because you are our bloodline or that you are our people. Let's make that clear. Nigga?
The concept of integration and civil rights for black Americans to this BSE diversity, it's nothing but discrimination against white people. And that point should be made not just to, as I think Trump is always thinking, oh, he's going to win the black vote. He's not going to win the black vote. You ought to do things because they're the right thing to do, not because this is an appeal to black people, like releasing criminals. He thinks he's going to get the black vote by being soft on crime. Anyway, not only to point out to black Americans.
Did you hear that, boy? You are fucking criminals. Even the guy who this fishback guy, he was saying that this Donald Barron or whatever is a criminal from the ghetto like every other black American. Let me see if I got it here somewhere. I heard it somewhere, man, where he was saying it. Even some guy made a video, I thought about it. Yeah, this Neferkari guy even had a part of it in his videos. And these are American tethers living in Thailand. You see that? American tethers living in other people's country. Just like American tethers. They are tethers everywhere because they have no land. The land Americans living on. Black Americans only became American citizens in 1863. The most Caucasian in America came there in the last 100 years. Nigga, my first treaty was in 1620. You see that? These are American tethers over there in other people's nation and crowding the place like anybody wants American in their country. Yeah, coming there to steal like Donald Trump, mapping everything and phoning back home. Yeah, I've seen this gold here, man. Yeah, we can steal it, man. That's how we view black Americans over here, nigga. Thieves and devils. That's what we know. You see? Their passport are being revoked. See here, breaking American passport revoked. They're a journey with us. See that? Everybody is now coming to it like, oh, these black Americans, they are racist, man. With all this Black Lives Matter stuff was a scam. Everybody is now coming to like, hey, it was all a scam, man. These are the committer of the crimes, man. The plantation Negroes who committed the crimes are now out here begging for money on back of people they hate. Yeah, they how can and the children, or if you have lineage to Africans, you would come out here and fight Africans and Caribbean people? Of course not. Only if you know that they are not your race. That's why black Americans can do it, because they know we are not the same race, nigga. It's a made-up story about people running to the jungle and maroon and making up names and all those stuff by the Caucasian. And these stupid people think they gonna come into the world and bring this United States fuckery to people. Nigga, you don't know, boy. I know you don't know. That's why I'm saying it. Yeah, you see, the great replacement crowd and the great replacement crowd's real problem isn't black people. Yeah, this is this Lucas guy. See, even he knows about the replacement theory. That is what the black American doing. They are taking our place, man. Then you're too weak. The strongest survive. If you can't make it, you've been there for 400 years. Go away. Nigga, that's what we say. Here, Jamaican woman use an anti-black rhetoric. She is black. You are not black. Yeah, Jamaicans are black people. Maybe you're too stupid to know that. Black Americans are not black. Black people are not people with 10 and 1 to 30% colonizer white blood. And you're coming out here saying they are anti-black. Are they anti themselves? Americans are not black. You are mixed, mulatto, or whatever you are. Go and look for that with your Caucasian father. We don't know your race. Stop speaking about Caribbean and African people. You're not our race. You stupid. Oh yeah, you're stupid. That's why they said the Negroes are stupid. Even the dumb Caucasian in America, whom everybody has designated to be stupid beyond stupid here in Europe, is more smart than these black Americans. Then you know what time it is, man. Here. Hate crimes of Tucker Carlson. Here, you see here? Tucker plays dumb about hate crimes. This is Tariq Nasheed and foundational black Americans' daddy. This is their father. And these people think they gonna come close to my race. Niggas like Omar Johnson. And this is your father. It's all a scam. Any black American come out here say anything, we know they are the devil. Get the fuck away from us. That's what we say. Nigga? You see here, maybe I've got it here somewhere. Oh yeah, this is Malema. Malema, America is not welcome in South Africa. Big up, man. I told you everybody is banning, because they used to ban the so-called Caucasian and American. Now it's global. Black American and or Caucasian American, we now know they are all racist KKK members. Yeah, we've all seen it, man. See, this is a black American with the black face begging for money. Enough said. Nigga, see? Black Americans versus African Americans. Are black people and people with 1 to 30% colonizer blood, Caucasian blood? No. So you nigga, Adonis life or whatever you call yourself, you're not black. You are a mixed guy, you're not our race. So speak on your own race. That's what I'm saying. Nigga, you're not black, yeah? A black man is not someone with 1% or 30% colonizer Caucasian blood. An African is not someone with 1 or 30% colonizer blood. You are a different race of people. Speak about them. You're just being racist because we are not your race. We are not your ancestors' race, and we will never be your race. You hear that, boy? That's why the white American call you boy over there. Go over there to your buck-broken father, of whom you've designated to be the devil, the Caucasian, of whom you've got the blood. Oh yeah, so you're the devil together with your daddy over there, Tucker Carlson, nigga. See, the UK and Australia have fallen like it was their country. These niggas went there and stolen Australia, and now they acting like and they losing it. When it's don't you see it's the same bloodline of the FBA black Americans? Steal something and lie about it and say you believe in God. We know that your God can never be my God. That's what we know, nigga. Just saying. You see, Nazi tweeting, no one cares. You see, this is Elon Musk even openly doing his stuff now, man. See? African beauty versus American beauty. And I'm showing you this, that you can clearly see that they place an American as a mixed people. Right? So why are you speaking on Caribbean people and African? You have no African heritage. Your heritage is and culture over there. European, Caucasian. Nigga? See here? James Fishback, and this Fishback is a Colombian who came there in America, I think in 1995. But he is an heritage American. He's the one making laws for the Native Americans. And these devils think they have an, yeah. So you see here, this racist then Sperling, this is the same racist who thought he could come and attack Africans. I'm gonna bring Africans to the court for what happened to Africans. But you are not Africans. Then Sperling, you're not Africans, you're not African, you're not black. You're not our race. Get the fuck on. That's what I'm saying.
If I achieve just one thing in life, what should it be?
They say white replacement theory.
You're right.
How honest do you want to be? It's black replacement. I mean, I'm just like, I'm from California. Look this up. In 1990, Los Angeles was 10% black. It's now 7% black. Okay? The city of San Francisco always had a thriving black community. It's gone. Compton in LA was the...
And isn't it, aren't you curious that these so-called black Americans that are not black and not Africans, speaking about Africans and Caribbeans, but they are delineating, they have so much things to do with the FBA over there, that they are speaking about other races who are real men, because they have no example of real men in their society and in their race. They have to speak about Jamaicans and Africans from the continent to have something of value to talk about, because their ancestors ain't shit but broken, busted open Negroes. Nigga? That's the reality of things.
Holy crap, they have so many people here. There's probably, I don't know. We are so outnumbered. See, this is crazy.
You see, this is what I showed you yesterday. This is what they used to be. A Tea Party Minutemen. That's the FBA and the KKK party you've seen of Tucker Carlson there and Coulter. And just imagine that this nigga claim he's black, but he's saying the original men of the planet who are black and African, they are nasty. While he's tethering off Native American land, stolen bloody land. But when you have no soul, you have no ancestors, you're gonna be a devil like your father, the colonizer. Dennis Sperling. Bitch ass nigga, bitch caca.
Tell me if you can hear clearly.
They did. Which is actually
Came about because there are so many people from...
Nigga, you can smell this nigga stench through the fucking screen, man. You see, you can smell that this nigga stinks from a distance. That's the real talk. To check this nigga that is claiming to be black and African. Kamala Harris is not black. You are black, you? Yeah. If this nigga is black, Caucasians are black. If this nigga here is black, Caucasians are Africans and black. Stop it. Everyone on this planet is black.
Other
Get the fuck on,
countries who are black.
Go to your own race. Because here in this video, he's gonna say people from other countries who are black like us. Nah, nigga. You're not our race. I say so. And you know it's so, nigga. You colonizer in disguise. This is a colonizer in disguise. Just look at this hatred, man. Check the hatred of this guy. Eh? Don't you see the hatred of this guy, nigga? Let's hear it.
People from other countries who are black, and they are, although we share the same skin, we're not.
You don't share the same skin, cause that's how stupid you are. Look at what you're saying here. You say Africans and Jamaicans are nasty culture they have. When you have no culture, you don't even know what culture means. Neither does your daddy, the Caucasian. That's why they stole everything from African and placed them in their museum. That's how delusional this jack off is. I'm attorney. Well, turn around and find a tree and hang there. Your law does not apply in our rule. Nigga, you stupid. You are a slave. We are not. That's why we have our own rule and law. This nigga slave is thinking he has place to make this kind of thumbnails about on other races of people whom he has killed with his ancestors. Yes, Dennis Sperling, just like you expressing it here, your hate, that's the same hate your ancestors had in America when they was killing off Native Americans and Black Africans, of whom you are not part of. Nigga? You colonizer blood, nigga, you devil blood, nigga. Didn't you say the colonizer is the devil? Oh, that's why you acting like the devil, cause he's your father, nigga. You can clearly see it.
Tell me if you can hear it.
That they did. Which is actually
Came about because there are so many people from other countries who are black, and they are, although we share the same skin, we're not.
We don't share the same skin and we were never the same kind of, not even people. My people don't acknowledge you as human. We don't know you but the enemy of my ancestors. That's where you need to see it.
South Carolina.
Nigga.
From the very beginning, Black Americans have been a vital part of the American story, helping to make this the greatest nation in the history of the world.
Who is this nigga watching? Exactly. Check out the screen. Is he and Donald Trump that different? No, he's watching his daddy. The KKK. These are the racist niggas from the plantation who killed the slaves. It's in right now. If we go into court, all these niggas have to pay reparations to Africans and Caribbean people. It's stupid.
So true. Thank you. We thank you. From the very beginning, Black Americans have been a vital part of the American story, helping to make this the greatest nation in the history of the world.
We have the Caucasian and to kill the Americans, Native Americans and the Africans. Black Americans. They stole the name so to create confusion like they are also black. Is a black man somebody with 1 to 30% colonizer Caucasian blood? No, so they are not black. Is an African someone with 1 to 30% colonizer Caucasian blood? No, they are not Africans. Many of these niggas like this Sperling has to 70-80% Caucasian blood, maybe even 99%. Coming out here like anybody acknowledge your existence. Get the fuck on. You are a black American slave. Nigga? Didn't they tell you come to South America and hear it? Let me tell you, explain it to you. Jij zwarte Piet negertje.
Africa is not a country. It's a continent.
I don't know if it's just me, but I personally don't like the term African in specific contexts. Because first off, common knowledge, Africa is a continent, not a country.
Americans, please, Americans, this is a warning. Africa is not a country. Please, Africa is a continent.
What is the poorest country in the world?
Africa.
What is the poorest country in the world?
Africa.
What is the poorest country in the world?
Africa.
Americans, listen carefully. Africa is not a country, it's a continent.
Hello, darlings. Well,
you see that? They have to make an explainer for dumb black Americans and all those and so-called and Caucasian Americans. That's how stupid they are. Only thing these niggas know to do is do what the devil does. Steal. Nigga? These niggas come like Donald Trump like a thief in the night. Didn't Donald Trump go like a thief in the night to Venezuela to steal oil for his black American children? Like Sperling? Devil seed? Just saying, nigga. I'ma leave it at that. We've seen who is the devil of this planet, nigga. Let's see it here if I've got the end here so we can see the difference. You see that? Bush Negroes, Ohkano, and Ohkano. You see that? This Ka, what you see is supposed to be Kaner, like Saramakaner is other tribe. Those the two biggest tribes over there are my tribe and the Saramakano tribe. The other tribes are mix of my people with the Saramakano people, like Matawai, Quinty, Aluku. You see that? They all have their own king. And what did they plantation Negroes have? And the stories they write in there, people escape from the plantation is a colonizer story. It's foolery. We were in the jungle, they were on the plantation with their children. And they made up all these stories. They were not allowed 10 hours to where we live. We were not allowed to come 10 hours where Negroes live. The bush Negroes is made up by the colonizer. You can see that the people say Ndika, like in Nigeria I have even here. Njuka, like I have. Ndiale, my name is Ndiale. And you see here, Ndiukano. You have Saramakano, Paramakano. And we are Ohkano. See that? You're not our race, boy. We know where we come from. You have no ancestors. You have no God. Check this nasty culture. Nigga, you have no culture, so you're not the one to come and explain what the culture was supposed to be. You don't know what it is. You don't have a brain to know what it is ever. You have no God. You are a slave, Sperling. That's why I was saying I'm above you. I'm autonomous and you are not. Do you see that? For independent culture, independent, self-sufficient societies with unique cultures and languages. Stupid. Living in isolation. How could you ever be my race, you dumbo? Do the animals on Madagascar look like the animals on other places? No, because they were isolated. Nigga, you are beneath me, you Sperling, with your all authorship is only applicable to the Caucasian. We don't respect anything of your race, Black American. Get the fuck on. Yeah? You are a plantation Negro. I am Ohkano, nigga. Just say it. I'ma leave it at that, nigga.